Good morning, students. Welcome to our new class. Today's our topic is phylum Coelenterata. Phylum Coelenterata or Cnidaria. Phylum Coelenterata or Cnidaria. This is second phylum of non-chordata. First of all, see all the characters which we study in our first topic of this chapter, classification of living organism, where we identify main characters of classification. That character we have to write down here. First of all, habitat. All are marine except hydra. Except hydra, all members of Coelenterata are living in the marine water. And name Coelenterata is originated from a central cavity called coelentron. A central cavity called coelentron, which is found in the intestine of coelenterate organism, is called coelentron. Archenteron or cavity is found in the intestine of Coelenterata membrane, or this coelentron cavity also called gastrovascular cavity. Gastrovascular cavity or coelentron cavity is found in the intestine of the coelentron organism. So these are called coelentron, or we can say in the place of intestine these organisms have coelentron cavity or gastrovascular cavity. So these organisms are called Coelenterata. And why these organisms are called Cnidaria? Because these have some special cells, cnidoblast. Just like a hydra have a cnidoblast cells by which they can obtain their nutrition, they can kill any other organism or their enemy by these cells. These cells secrete some poisonous substances also. So these are called cnidoblast cell. So this phylum is also called Cnidaria. Next character, radial symmetrical. These organism has radial symmetry. Radial symmetry means, you know what is the symmetry? Symmetry means whenever we cut any organism by any plan with in two equal parts. If by any plan these organisms cut into equal parts, then it is called radial symmetry. Then level of organization, tissue level of organization are found. It means these organisms have tissue, but these organisms have tissue system. But whenever we talk about the level of organization, we go one step down. Then the level of organization is tissue level of organization is found in Coelenterata. Next character, diploblastic. Diploblastic means only two germinal layer are found in these organisms. Means ectoderm and endoderm are found in the Coelenterata. Next character, intracellular digestion. Digestion is of two types, intercellular or intracellular. Whenever digestions occur in the cell, then it is called intracellular, and when digestion occur outside the cell, intercellular. So intracellular digestion, acoelomate. On the basis of coelom, animals are of three types, means coelomate, pseudocoelomate and acoelomate. Acoelomate means the coelom is absent. And what is coelom? Coelom is the cavity present between body wall and intestine, which is we discuss in classification topic. So these are acoelomate, means the coelom is absent in this organism. And most important characters of Coelenterata is polymorphism, means some of the coelenterates shows two types of situation in their lifespan. First, polyp, and second, medusa. Polyp means sessile solitary flower-like structure, and which can change into medusa stage, which is sucker shaped, and reproductive means sexual reproductive happens only in medusa form, and other coelenterate reproduce by only asexual reproduction. Okay, so this is called metamorphism or polymorphism. This stage also called metamorphism or polymorphism, means these are interchangeable stages. Polyp to medusa, medusa to polyp, medusa further reproduce polyp, and polyp convert into medusa. Next, asexual reproduction by budding and sexual by medusa. Indirect development. There is two types of development: indirect and direct. So coelentrates have indirect development, and where larva stage is present and planula larva in coelentrates is found. Example: Hydra, Aurelia, Pentula, Gorgonia are the example of coelentrata. So this is our phylum coelentrates or Cnidaria. Now next phylum is Platyhelminths. Next phylum is Ctenophora. Next phylum is Ctenophora. Main characters of Ctenophora are as follow. First of all, marine. Some are freshwater. Means most of the animals are of marine, live in marine water or in sea. Second, variable form of body shows this phylum, means ovule shaped in Ctenoplana, flattened shaped in Velamon. Means different types of body organization are found in the Ctenophora organism. Some are of ovule shaped like Ctenoplana, some are of flattened shaped like in Velamon. Third, biradial symmetry. You know symmetry? Biradial symmetry is of three types. First, acoelomate. On the basis of symmetry, animals can be divided into three parts: acoelomate, coelomate, or asymmetrical or symmetrical and pseudo symmetrical, or we can say bilateral or radial. So here biradial symmetry is found, means by only a single plant animal can be divided into two equal parts. Diploblastic means two types of germinal layer, same as coelentrates. Ectoderm and endoderm are found in the Ctenophora. Diploblastic. Tissue level of organization means organs, tissue system are found in these organisms, but whenever we talk about level of organization, we go to one step down. So tissue level of organization are found in these organisms. Next and very important characters of Ctenophora: locomotion is by ciliary movement of 8 rows of vertically arranged. 8 rows of vertically arranged comb plates, so are commonly called comb jelly or sea walnuts. मीन्स क्या होता है, ये एनिमल है मान लीजिए, तो इसके अंदर इस प्रकार से 8 वर्टिकली रोज पाई जाती है, जिसके कारण इनको कोम्ब जेली और सी वालनट भी कहते हैं. एसिलोमेट मीन्स सिलोम इज absent, complete alimentary canal and carnivorous. Alimentary canal is of two types. Whenever the two pores are found in alimentary canal, means mouth and anus, then alimentary canal is complete. And whenever only a single pore is found in alimentary canal, that alimentary canal is incomplete. So in Ctenophora, alimentary canal is complete, means two pores are found in alimentary canal. One is called mouth and another is called anus. And these are carnivorous, means they take their food from another organism. Next important character of Ctenophora, bioluminescence is well marked, means they excrete some फ्लेम लाइक स्ट्रक्चर. जैसे आप लोगों ने अगर जुगनू देखा हो, तो जुगनू के अंतर्गत क्या होता है, वो खुद रात को क्या करता है, चमकता है, यानी लाइट एक्सक्रिएट करता है. उसी टाइप से टीनोफोरा के जो ऑर्गेनिज्म है वो भी क्या करते हैं, लाइट एक्सक्रिएट करते हैं. सो दीज आर कॉल्ड बायोल्यूमिनेसेंस एंड दिस इज अ वेल मार्क्ड कैरेक्टर ऑफ टीनोफोरा. नेक्स्ट, सेंस ऑर्गन इज स्टेटोसिस्ट. and asexual reproduction is absent in Ctenophora, and these are bisexual, means both male and female are found in a single organism, and fertilization is external, means in the sexual reproduction gametes are formed, but these gametes are fused outside the female body, or whenever both the sex organs are present in a same animal, then the gametes are fused outside the body, so we can say the fertilization is external. Indirect development, whenever the infant and adult are not same, so this type of development is called indirect development. Indirect development, it means the larva stage is present, and Cypridia larva of Ctenophora. This is one mark question. Write the name of larva of Ctenophora, then Cypridia larva of Ctenophora. Example: Ctenoplana, Pleurobrachia, Hormeophora. These are the example of Ctenophora. Thank you for today. In next class we will study Platyhelminthes and so other phylum also. Thank you.